Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Kakadash. Double honor to the elder apostle, great Bill. So, salutation, you, Akim, teach all truth and sincerity. Um, this video is gonna be called "Wickedness Shall Increase." So, this is Matthew 24 verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So, since wickedness shall continuously increase in this society, the love of many will wax cold. Because in the times we're coming in, we're in the times where wickedness is abounding, like homosexuality is on a high level, women over men, women rights movements is everywhere. um, lawlessness is on a high level. There's no order. Women think they're equal when they're not. That's ungodly and unrighteous. And people are just gonna care about their own selves. They're not going. There's a lot of selfish people in this world. They don't love or lend a hand to somebody in need. They care about their own selves. And um, Salaki. Next scripture I was gonna get was Isaiah 5 and verse 20. It talks about this is Isaiah 5 verse 20. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil." So it says woe, which means destruction, unto them that calls evil good, because it's evil to promote and to basically be down with what is going on in Babylon, which is called America. That's an evil thing to join hands in wickedness instead of it's actually off to join hand in wickedness. And because basically, like the old saying, you're guilty by association. If you're down with it, you're gonna be caught up. And what's the word? Caught up. And you're gonna be destroyed because you participated, or you supported it. And it says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." So it says, "Woe unto them that do that," and so, because they uplift wickedness rather than uplifting righteousness. They rather they rather see you doing something wicked than you doing something righteous. They rather you do that instead of like, say you Slaki, say if you was doing something that was lawful, something health wise, or you trying to help somebody in the community that needs the help, they don't uplift that. But if you're doing something like something wicked, like giving somebody pork as a giving a homeless person pork, they call that good. But you're giving them pork. You're not giving them chicken, or you're not giving them some fruit. You're giving them pork. You're feeding them something that could kill them and that could make their health worse while they're homeless. But you're still doing some community related, but it's still wicked because you're giving them pork. They call that a good thing instead of and it's destruction to them. They call that good. And it says next scripture I want to get was this is Isaiah 29 and 16. It says, Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So the things, surely your things of turning upside down shall be esteemed as potter's clay. So the things that they twist to think that's good, which is evil, um, it shall basically be esteemed as polished clay. It shall be their destruction, shall be their downfall, because they called evil good and made good evil. You know, he made me not, shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. So basically, those to be wise in their own eyes, or they lean on to their own understanding of what is good and what is evil, they're basically going to get destroyed for, you know, basically, Salaki. They're going to get destroyed for supporting the evil rather than the good, you know. And we live in this world where we live in a world where, Salaki, let me get this scripture. We live in a world where mostly men are lovers of their own selves, and they this is 2 Timothy 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affections, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. So we live in a world where all these people are lovers of their own selves. They uplift evil works and, you know, down good works, righteous works. They're blasphemers. They're proud, disobedient, unthankful, unholy, because they do unholy, ungodly things all the time. It says without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, and incontinent, fierce despisers of those that are good, and they despise and have envy towards the ones that are doing righteously. You know, traitors, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yahweh. So they don't love Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They hate the righteous that do the work of the Lord, and they come against the righteous that do the work of the Lord in righteousness and truth and sincerity. So that's it. I'm gonna say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kakedash. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone. As I teach you, Akim teach all truth, sincerity, and Shalom.